Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday. It is the Friday NightClub, and I'm Eddie Bruce. How are you? I missed you all this week. I hope you had a wonderful week. I had a great week and had so much fun last week up here around the piano with Dean Schneider. We had a ball. We couldn't stop. We went for days, and I think the show is an hour and 20 minutes, so I thought I liked it up here. So I'm up here around the piano again, even though Dean's not here to play. But more news on that front a little bit later on. I hope you're all well. I hope you're healthy and safe, and I hope you had a great week. As usual, we're going to wait for some people to gather. The strangest backward kind of thing. Oh, do you like the get-up? So the reason that I look like this, and let me just make sure that I'm getting comments because I'd love to see them, is because we're singing Dean Martin, right? So, you know, this is Dino. And I have to tell you, I hate bow ties. I never wear bow ties. I don't like this getup. But, you know, we have to be authentic, right? So the coolest cat in the universe was Dean Martin. And he always had this look. He had the down collar and the big bow tie. And so I thought I would have to do that for you too. So this was supposed to be kind of an easy week, you know, musically. I thought we'd just have some fun with some of these songs that I love so much. And the more it got going, the more I got into it, the more complicated it got. And I picked songs that, you know, challenged me. So I hope there's some things that you know, a lot of requests that we got through the week, and we're going to do most of them tonight. So we have the music tonight is from the Rat Pack, but not the Sinatra side of the Rat Pack, because we do Sinatra on the first Friday of the month with our First Friday Frank. So what we do, what we're going to do tonight, look and see the other guys in the Rat Pack who are immensely talented and a huge part of the American music scene in the 20th century, and still are. Really still are. Dean Martin, what can you say? The coolest dude ever. He was a movie star, a singer. He was the straight man to the incredible Jerry Lewis. Had the hottest comedy team in the universe, and always had the most laid-back, relaxed style. Like you couldn't rattle him. His TV show was so fun, and he was just the best. He didn't want to rehearse. He just, you know, like let it go. Just let it go, let it happen. And that was Dean. But behind all of that, I think, behind all of that was a really great artist and very underrated as a singer, I think. I think he was just an amazing singer. So I'll do a little bit of homework with you tonight, a little bit of business, and then we're going to start singing. I will tonight have this up on YouTube at youtube.com/Eddie Bruce Music. No spaces, Eddie Bruce Music. All of our Friday nights are there. So you can always go back, and if you want to spend an evening, if you missed one, go back and take a look and give it a watch. Share as much as you can. That will help us build our audience. And the information will be coming up, I think, through the night on how you can help to sponsor this evening with Venmo and PayPal. So I'm happy you're with me on another Friday Night Club. This has made my summer. I hope that you are enjoying it. And why don't we pay tribute to the great first Dean Martin. This song is always been associated with Dean. Never charted, was not a big hit for him, but it's always going to be forever thought of as the Dean Martin quintessential song. And it was written for the movie Ocean's 11, which was a Rat Pack movie, maybe the Rat Pack movie of all time. What I was surprised to find out was that my buddy Sammy wrote the lyrics to this, along with Jimmy Van Heusen. And this is a very, very recognizable Nelson Riddle arrangement. So shall we? Why not? How lucky can one guy be? Oh, I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. Yeah, I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? Well, my head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and I'm grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life gonna be beautiful. There's sunshine enough to spread. Yeah, just like that fellow said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head? Dance free. Like that fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head? Like that sailor said, boat, now ain't that a whole little boat? If my head keeps spinning, I go to sleep and I'm grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wet. Yeah, she picked out a king-size bed. Well, I couldn't be any better, I just say. Tell me quick, oh, ain't love a kick? Yeah, tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head? That's Dino. So many good people are watching. Hi, Sharon. Laura Munich, one of my favorite people as singers, watching. My family's watching. I see James and Emily, Josh, and I'll be saying some hellos this week because I didn't get to do too many last week. And also, don't forget that I do. I watch the show afterward while I have some dinner, and I respond to all your comments. So I appreciate them. I love them. I love hearing from you. I love that you spend your Friday night with me, and we have an amazing crowd already. So that's fantastic. So thank you for being here. This next song we had a lot of requests for, even before I decided that we were going to do Dean Martin. Because it's just a really well-loved song. It's been recorded by so many people. Dean's version of this goes back to 1954. So just think about that for a minute. You're talking about a song that's almost 70, a recording 70 years old, minus a few years, 66 years old. It's crazy. But, you know, music that's good lives on. I think it went to... I think this went to number 15 on the charts for Dean. I found it interesting to see where these things landed in on the charts, you know, in those days when these songs were pop hits. But local Philly guy, Bobby Rydell, my buddy, he actually charted at number 14. So he beat Dino with this song. But the one everybody's been hearing lately is the Bublé version, because he kind of brought it back, as he did with everything. Penny wants to know if I'm wearing pants. You will only have to guess at that. Yes, you will. Okay, so this, the Dean Martin hit that everybody loves because it's just a sexy kind of mambo samba. I don't know what it is. You drummers can tell me. But you can sway. When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean that hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor here, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway I grow weak, and I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me sway as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Cha-cha, come on. Other dancers may be on the floor here, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I grow weak, and I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me sway as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. 2, 3, 4. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, have your way with me, stay with me, sway with me. When marimbas start to play, hold me close, make me sway. Like the lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, have your way with me, stay with me and sway. Dean Martin, excuse me, that is such a Dean Martin song. You know, it's just cool and sexy. You know what I'm noticing? I don't know if you're noticing. I should say this because you're not supposed to, but I got a frog this week. I think my voice is just tired. But I'm going to plow through. I'm going to sing the best I can for you because I love being here with you, and I gotta do that song one of these weeks. Maybe when Paula comes over, we'll do I Love Being Here With You. So, yeah, let's see who else is out there. My cousin Ian is out there. Rhoda Dahl Fredericks is watching. Lots of good people. Lots of good people. Who doesn't love this music? You know, I mean, this is just fun stuff. It's no-brainers, you know. You don't have to really dig too deep. You just enjoy the songs, you sing the songs, you move to them, and it brings memories back. I mean, for me, the summer of 1964, I remember hanging with my dad that summer a lot, and it was the summer I went to the first first Phillies game I ever went to, which changed my life. My dad took me. But it was also the summer that this song went to #1 for Dean Martin. I was surprised to learn this week that Frank Sinatra recorded this first. Frank did this in 1948. Crazy, right? But years later, Dean Martin was fooled around in the studio with his guys, and Ken Lane, his piano player, is actually one of the writers of this song. And they just did a take on it, and they loved it. And later on did a more formal recording of it. So he did the recording of it, and Dean was not a big rock and roller. You know, he wasn't. And he said to his son Dino Martin, from Dino, Desi, and Billy, he said, Dino, I'm going to knock your pallies off the charts. And don't you know he did? This song went to #1, the only #1 hit that Dean Martin ever actually had. And the song he knocked off the charts was A Hard Day's Night by the Beatles. So, nice job, Dino. I think this version is really, really sweet. I think the song is lovely, and it must have meant something big time to Mr. Dean Martin, because word has it that the title of this song is on his tombstone, is on his grave. And I don't know this for sure, never been there, but if I ever get to see it, I might see where it says, everybody loves somebody sometime, right? The #1 hit from Mr. Dean Martin. Somebody sometime. Everybody falls in love somehow. Something in your kiss just told me my sometimes now. And everybody finds somebody someplace. may appear. Something in my heart keeps saying my someplace is here. Now if I had it in my power, I would arrange for every girl to have your charms. And then every minute, every hour, every boy would find what I found in your arms. Everybody loves somebody sometime. And although my dream was overdue, your love made it well worth waiting for someone like you. Little trumpet. If I had it in my power, well, I would arrange for every girl to have your charms. And then every minute, oh, every hour, every boy would find what I found in your arms. Everybody loves somebody sometime. And although my dreams were overdue, your love made it well worth waiting for someone like you. I think that's the sweetest song ever. And I love the lyrics. They're true, right? Everybody falls in love sometime or other. And Jill, you have to brag that you were only 5 years old when that was a hit? Okay, I wasn't. I was a little bit older. Well, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're enjoying tonight. I love these songs. And, you know, last week we just dug into some really cool, interesting, intricate things with Dee, not things that everybody knew maybe, but tonight's a night where everybody knows all these songs, and most of the requests that we got during the week, I managed to squeeze into the show, plus a couple maybe you'll be surprised by. I added one just today that I wasn't going to do, so that'll be in the Sammy portion of the show. So the last Dean Martin song I'm going to do, I was surprised, you know, when I'm doing this research for the show, you know, I'll look it up like you do, but when I'm doing that, homework for this, I learned things, and I never knew that this song that I have done a million times was written by the same man that wrote More, who also wrote the song I did a few weeks ago called Dio Come Ti Amo. His name was Domenico Modugno, and he wrote this, and I never knew it. This is another one where Dean had a big hit with it, but Philly's own Bobby Rydell had an even bigger hit with it. He went to number 4 with this song. So I get to show off a little bit of my my Italian. Those of you that really do speak it, don't be too hard on me. But I did learn this right from Dean Martin, so if I got it wrong, he got it wrong, and I don't think he did. This is everybody's favorite. Maddening crowds, we can sing the glow of a star that I know of, where lovers enjoy peace of mind. Let us leave the confusion and all disillusion behind. Oh, just like birds of a feather, a rainbow together we'll find. Oh, love has given it wings. Volare, oh, e cantare, oh, nel blu dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. E volavo, volavo felice qui in alto nel sole ed ancora più su, mentre il mondo pian piano spariva lontano laggiù, laggiù, laggiù. Una musica dolce suonavo soltanto per me. Volare, oh, cantare, oh, and no wonder my happy heart sings. Your love has given it wings. Yeah, your love has given it wings. Your love has given it wings. Volare. A weird ending, but that's Volare, nel blu dipinto di blu. Thank you, Domenico Modugno. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's see what's going on over here. Okay. Goodness, it all stopped moving. Anyway, hello. I know you're there. I know you're there. So don't forget to share. Lots of shares. It's real important that you share. And that helps us to build an audience. And let me tell you some stuff that's coming up before I do this next song. And I do need some help with the lyrics for this one, so I'm going to get them ready. Don't know what we're doing next week, but we are definitely having a Friday Night Club next week on the 24th of July. And somebody's got a special birthday that night, so we may do something special for her. But the following week, the 31st, I'll be taking off, my first Friday night in a long time, because I'm going to do some family stuff. So we will be here on the 24th. We'll be going on the 31st, and back again on August 7th, which is the day after my birthday, and we're going to have a big birthday show. And lots of surprises, I hope. And the word is Dean Schneider is going to come back and sit at my piano back here, and we're going to do some stuff together again. So that would really be nice, and that would be a great way for me to celebrate a birthday. It would make me very happy. So we weren't going to do any Sinatra because we do our Sinatra, you know, usually the first Friday, but we may not do that many Sinatras on that August 7th show. But, you know, I got reacquainted with a couple of people who have been in touch with me and who have not missed a Friday night, and that's Bobby Palladino and Cindy Friedlander. Now, they are a cool couple, and I got to speak with them this week. Bobby, I understand, celebrated a birthday yesterday. He loves Sinatra, and he's just such a fan of all this great music. And so, Bobby, it was great to talk to you a little bit this week, say hi, and it really was fun. And I know this is one of your favorite songs, so we thought we'd go to the chairman of the board, who was the reason the Rat Pack was anything. Without Sinatra, there wouldn't have been a Rat Pack. So he called it the Summit. But of course, we all got to know it as the Rat Pack. So this is a Sinatra song that you don't hear all that often. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and I'll do it for my friend Bobby for his birthday. You're so right for what's wrong in my life. You're as right as rain. How can I explain? You just fill every void in my life. right, for what's wrong. Fingers reaching, searching for the touch of love's first meeting. Something tells me that you're right, for what's wrong in my life. You're as right as rain. How can I explain? You just fill every void in my heart. Oh, so right, for what's wrong. You've changed my world into a Shangri-La without a single word. I knew that you would right every wrong in my life. Through the darkness of night, you're my one shining light. You're so right, for what's wrong. I just stopped the track too early, but it was over. There you go. Live TV, nothing like it. Happy birthday, Bobby. I hope you enjoyed that. My fingers will sometimes get in the way of my hands. You know, that stuff happens. Anyway, I'm glad we got the little Frank in there. So let's move on here to what I still consider the greatest entertainer that ever took a stage. And that was Sammy Davis Jr. You know, he could do everything. He could act, he could dance, amazing dancer. He was funny. He could do, you know, twirl guns. He could do everything. Impressions. He could hold an audience rapt for 5 hours. I don't know. But as a singer, I think sometimes because he was such a great overall entertainer, it got lost. What a great singer he was. His voice was crystal clear and beautiful. His intonation was perfection. He was so cool, and he knew how to sell the songs that he did. You know, I loved him dearly. Some of you who have seen my show, maybe seen my Latin Casino show, have heard this story, but I'll tell it briefly. In about 1982, I was doing Dancing on Air. I was doing the show, and it was a dance show I was on every day, and I was in the office working on that day's script for the show, and I got a call from the Golden Slipper Club, a charity that I was going to play for that night. They were having an evening to honor Sammy Davis Jr., and they asked me to come and play some background music at the Bellevue. So I had my trio booked, and we were just going to play. I was thrilled to do it, because I was going to be in the room with Sammy Davis Jr., you know. That morning they called me and they said, hey, we have a great idea. Why don't you just open the night with a whole medley of Sammy songs for him? And I said, wait, you're telling me this today, this morning, and the show's tonight? You want me to just throw together a medley and sing it in front of Sammy Davis Jr.? They said, no, that's okay. I mean, if it's too short notice, you don't have to do it. I said, are you crazy? Of course I'll do it. So I had never even done cabaret yet, and I was nervous as heck. And we got the band together. I booked a few more players, and we got to the Bellevue early, and we threw a medley together. And he walks in the room, and they introduce me, and I sing this song. And I wasn't even 30 yet. I was scared to death. So I sang the medley. It was just okay, you know. It wasn't great. It was fine. There were 500 of my best friends in the audience, you know. When it was over, Sammy Davis Jr. got up, ran to the stage to me, and he hugged me and he put his hand in my face and he said, "Kid, that was awesome." And there was a photographer that snapped that picture that I got about 3 weeks later. I tried to bring it upstairs tonight to show you, but I realized that it's on my wall forever. Whatever I did, I can't get it off the wall. So it's pretty amazing. So I got to meet Sammy. That was the one and only time. I wanted to start things off with one of my favorite Sammy Davis songs. It's from a Broadway show called Pajama Game. And he had the guts to record this song right after Rosemary Clooney had a hit with it. So he didn't have as big a hit with it, but he did a great job with it. And it was his first record. So, Sammy time. Sammy time. I get to do this. Hey there, that's Sammy. You with the stars in your eyes. Love never made a fool of you. You used to be too wise. Hey there, you are that high-flying cloud. Though she won't throw a crumb to you, you think someday she'll come to you. Better forgive her. Her with her nose in the air. She has you dancing on a string. Break it and she won't care. Won't you take this advice? I have you like a brother. Or are you not singing things too clear? Are you too much in love to hear? Is it all going in one ear and out the other? Dance freak. Hi Lynn, hi Dana. It's the only thing I like about bow ties, doing that. Together, her with her nose in the air. She has you dancing on a string. Break it and she won't care. Won't you take this advice? I hand you like a brother. Or are you not seeing things too clear? Too much in love to hear? Is it all going in one ear and out the other? I love that song. I really love singing it. I have that song in my Latin Casino show that we do with a big band, with the whole 17-piece band and a great arrangement similar to that. And Ed Vizino wrote that for me, and I love singing that song. I had never sung it for the longest time. So Sammy Davis had one #1 hit in his whole career, and it happened to be written by somebody that I love, and I sing a lot of his songs. And that was Anthony Newley and his partner Leslie Brickus. So it was a song that, actually, you know, Sammy was a great supporter and lover of the Newly Brickish songbook. He had hits with so many of their songs and put Tony's songs on the map. Hey, Janice. Hi from New York. Hello. I think Anthony Newley would sing these songs all the time on Broadway, and then Sammy would have a hit with them, and it would drive Tony crazy because Sammy just would sell 1 billion records. So this is not a song that Sammy loved. As a matter of fact, he said he didn't like the song. He did it and kind of one take, and they split. Sold 5 million records and had his only #1 hit. It's from a movie called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And, you know, it's just fun. And I found a cool arrangement. So Sammy Davis Jr. was the Candy Man. Who can take a rainbow, wrap it aside, soak it in the sun and make a strawberry lemon pie? The Candy Man. Yeah, the Candy Man can. Well, the Candy Man can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Who can take a sunrise, sprinkle it with dew, cover it with chocolate or a miracle or two? The Candy Man. Yeah, the Candy Man can. Yeah, the Candy Man can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. The Candy Man makes everything he makes satisfying and delicious. Talk about your childhood wishes. You can't even eat the dishes. Who can take tomorrow, dip it in a dream, separate the sorrow, collect all the cream? The Candy Man. Oh, the Candy Man can. The Candy Man can, 'cause he mixes it with love, makes the world taste good. Now look, the Candy Man makes everything he makes satisfying and delicious. Talk about your childhood wishes. You can't even eat the dishes. Who can take tomorrow, dip it in a dream, separate the sorrow and collect up all the cream? The Candy Man. Sammy was the Candy Man. Yeah, he could. Candy Man can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. And the world tastes good, 'cause the Candy Man thinks it should. Bruce Klauber, that's very nice of you to say that. He said Sammy would love what we're doing with this song. Yeah, I would love the chance to sing for him again. We lost him way too early, way too early. This is the song that I added to the show. I wasn't going to do it. Hi, Catherine. Mimi. Wow, some cool people that Diane, the Canandaigua group is up there. Aunt Mare's up there. So I told you that Sammy Davis and Tony Newley were like brothers. They were just the best of friends. And if you ever get a chance, I always talk about this because I find it extraordinary. On YouTube, if you just type in Anthony Newley, Sammy Davis Jr., you will find a 14-minute medley that the two of them do together. And they do it all Newley songs. And they trade off, and it's playful and musical, and it's really, really wonderful. check it out. I think you'll like it. Unfortunately, their friendship didn't last, and a lot of research I did on my Tony Newley show told me that they had a falling out. It was over something stupid, of course. Sammy asked Tony to direct him in Stop the World, I Want to Get Off, on a tour. It didn't go well. They had to fire George Rhodes, Sammy's conductor. It just fell apart. They never spoke again. And even though Tony tried to reach out to him after Sammy got ill, they never talked again. A regret that Tony Newley had till the day he died. But one of the quotes that really moved me was hearing Tony Newley, who wrote this song, say that hearing Sammy Davis Jr. sing this was like watching his son take his very first steps. That's how much it moved him. And so I put it in the show tonight because I think that any show about Sammy has to have this song. What kind of fool am I who never fell in love? It seems that I'm the only one that I have been thinking of. What kind of man is this? An empty shell, a lonely cell in which an empty heart must dwell. What kind of lips are these that lie with every kiss, that whispered empty words of love, that left me alone like this? Why can't I fall in love like any other man? Maybe then I'll know what kind of fool I am. What kind of clown am I? Do I know of life? Why can't I cast away this mask of play and live my life? Why can't I fall in love till I don't give a damn? And maybe then what kind of fool I That was Sammy's song, you know, that was it. But, you know, Tony wrote the kind of songs that people are still singing 40, 50 years after they were written. That's the sign of greatness. That's the sign of a great song. I love singing that song. So my friend Howard is out there. Howard Pang, I haven't seen you in ages. It's so good to see you. Goodness. Christine, hello. Who else? Lynn, hi. Again, I will watch all of your comments and respond later on. I love them. I love them. And I so appreciate you spending your Friday nights with me. We have another great crowd. Gosh, you guys are all so consistent. You keep coming back on Friday nights. And that's really lovely. So once again, I wanted to let you know that we'll be here next Friday night, and then having the 31st of July will be off. So figure out now something to do with your Friday night. And then August 7th, the big birthday show here, I hope with with Mr. Schneider back on the piano. So this one, you can't do a Sammy show without. You can't. Some people may not know that this song was in a Broadway show in 1968. That was just a moderate hit for Steve Lawrence and Needy Gourmet. Yeah, they were in a Broadway show called Golden Rainbow. And Steve Lawrence had a really lovely version of this that was sort of a hit. But then Sammy did it. And once he did it, forget about it. It was owned. Now, I want to tell you something about this song. I think it has a bad reputation. I think somewhere or other somebody did this as a, I don't know, maybe as a spoof of a lounge singer or a crooner, and it got to be thought of as being cliched. And I think it's a shame, because I find great meaning in the words to this. I think no truer words have ever been written. And I think it's a great song. And so I like to sing it, and people that think it's a cliche, hell with you. I don't care. So I'm doing this one. It's one of the great Sammy Davis hits, and it says it all. So here we go. Whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong, whether I find a place in this world or never belong, I gotta be me. I gotta be me. What else can I be but what I am? I want to live, not merely survive, and I won't give up this dream of life that keeps me alive. I gotta be me. I gotta be me. The dream that I see makes me what I am. That faraway pride, a world of success, it's waiting for me if I heed the call. And I won't settle down, I won't settle for less, as long as there's a chance that I can have it all. I'll go it alone. That's how it must be. I can't be right for somebody else if I'm not right for me. I gotta be free. I've got to be free. Daring to try to do it or die. I gotta be me. I'm going alone. That's how it must be. I can't be right for somebody else if I'm not right for me. I gotta be free. I gotta be free. Daring to try to do it or die. I gotta be me. Big note. Thank you so much for spending your Friday with me. Goodness, so much fun. If you knew how much fun I have, I was beat all day. I was tired all day. I didn't tie it, Diane. She said she was impressed with my bow tie. I have somebody tie it for me because all these years I still don't know how to do it. And then they stitch it up, and once I do this, I go back and they tie it again. Anyway, so I was saying I was beat all day. My voice, and I was just dragging. You have days like that, right? Then you came along, and Friday NightClub came around, and boom, I feel great. I feel great. I want to say hi to my friend Janice Corsair. Janice and Bill Corsair are a couple of incredible, talented actors in New York, and I have known them since, she's just saying this, 1972, back when I was on the road with Compass. And if you remember, Bill Corsair had an overnight talk show that was a huge hit on WCAU AM radio 1210. And the thing about it in those days was it was a powerful signal that went to 38 states and Canada. So when I was on the road and lonely and missing Philly, I would listen to Bill overnight after my gig, and I'd call him, and all of his callers had nicknames. They were the Rascals. It was huge. He could have done that for 50 years here in Philly, and but he moved on to bigger and better things. And you know, you see him in movies and on Saturday Night Live, and Janice too. And we have stayed in touch. When I go to New York, I get to see them, and when I'm performing in New York, they've come to see me. And enduring friendships are what this life is all about. You don't have to see people every day to love them and keep them as part of your life. You really don't, you know. Just stay in touch. Just stay in touch. Let people know you love them, just with a call or a text. And Janice and Bill, amazing. I was on his, he did a radio show up in Hartford. I came up to Hartford, Connecticut, and I was a guest on his show after I had been on a game show, and we played the game for 2 hours. I don't know if anybody liked it, but he and I had a good time. But he's just one of those great people, one of the funniest men you'll ever meet. Anyway, I could go on and on here. I guess we do have one more. Let me say, plug a couple of my friends. Bob Egan, you know, has his virtual piano bar every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. And a lot of the singers that are with us tonight will be on there from week to week, and I drop by occasionally. It's 8 o'clock on Wednesday and on Sunday. Wednesdays he has themes, Sunday just a free-for-all, but it's a lot of fun. And my friend Andy Prescott's watching. He does a show on Monday night. I think it's at 8 o'clock. And watch for all these wonderful, talented people. Support them. Pay their Venmos and PayPals. Help them out. It's probably the only money they're making. And you can send me some too if you want. Just saying. Anyway, I love you. I thank you for being here. I have one more. Not too much I can say about this. Not everybody knows this song. But I love watching Sammy perform it. Nobody does it like him, including me, but I'm going to give it a shot. Found a nice kind of chart on it with the verse. So I will leave you with an explanation of how the blues were born. So thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next Friday with whatever. I haven't figured out what I'm doing yet. Oh, they say some people long ago were looking for a different tune, one that they could croon as only they can. They only had the rhythm soul. They started swaying to and fro. They didn't know just what to use. That is how the blues began. That is how the blues really began. They heard the breeze through the trees, singing weird melodies, and they named that the start of the blues. And from a jail there came a wail from a down-hearted frail, and they claimed that as the start of the blues. From a whippoorwill high on a hill, they took a new note. Yeah, they pushed it through a horn until it was worn into a blue note. And then they nursed it, they rehearsed it, and they gave how about the news that the Southland gave birth to the blues. From a whippoorwill out a hill, they took a new note. They pushed it through a horn until it was worn into a blue note. Yeah, you got to believe they nursed it, how they rehearsed it, and they gave out the news that the Southland gave birth to the blues. They nursed it, rehearsed it, and gave out the news that old Southland gave birth to the blues. Yes, they did. Wow. Thank you for another great Friday night. Cousin Brenda, hello. Hi, Dawn. That's my Mrs. Miller. I want to stay on for a minute and just say hi to some people. Dawn Kent is just one of those music lovers, wonderful, wonderful lady who knew my sister, but she goes and sees everybody and supports the arts. My daughter Sonny and James out there with the kids. I know Daniel and Mason are probably sleeping or running around to Pop. And my Maddie, my granddaughter who watches the show, and I know she loves to hear her name. So Maddie, I love you, I love you, I love you. Hi Randy up in Lancaster. I'm not sure what we're going to do next Friday. Maybe you want to shoot me some ideas for a theme. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do some odds and ends, or as Frank said, some nice things I've missed, some things that I've been collecting that I never got to. Maybe take some of your requests this week. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to do that show next week and then take a week off. So thank you. My love to you. Stay safe, stay warm, hug each other, and I'll see you next Friday. Good night.